Anglican bishops, IPOB, sad over dismantling of Eastern rail lines. Good morning, good afternoon, welcome to Misery News. If this is your first time on our channel, don't forget to hit that subscription button. Just hit that subscription button and support Misery News. Also, hit the like button and also don't forget to on your subscription button so that whenever our news enter, you will be the first to grab it or listen to the news proper. Anglican bishop as well as the indigenous people of Biafra have expressed dissatisfaction and worry over dismantling of Eastern rail lines. This is coming on the heels of the ongoing removal and cutting away of rail tracks in the entire Eastern Corridor by some unidentified persons accompanied by security agencies. Both the bishops and the IPOB noted with sadness that no information was in the public domain about the action and where the dismantling railways are taken to. The Anglican bishops who spoke at the 13th Diocesan Christian Men's Fellowship Conference held in Umuahia demanded explanations from the federal government on the whereabouts of the disconnected rail tracks. We are not comfortable with the manner the rail lines are being disconnected and taken away to an unknown destination without any official communication to the members of the public. The bishops filmed in a statement. The statement signed by the Bishop of Anglican Communion Diocese of Umuahia, Right Reverend Geoffrey Ibauchi, also tasked those in authority to provide explanations for the disturbing development. It read in part, what is happening? The federal government promised sometimes last year to build a narrow gauge from Port Harcourt to Meduguri, linking up Ajokuta and Boni Seaport. What's going on? Are they now dismantling the rail lines to commence the work, or are they trying to disconnect the southeastern corridor? We are watching. Similarly, IPOB, in a statement by its media and public secretary, Emma Powerful, accused the federal government of a sinister plans over the dismantling of the rail lines. According to IPOB, the action may not be unconnected with a plot to scuttle the agitation of Biafra and ultimately strangulated the economy of the eastern region. IPOB argued that removing existing rail lines in Biafra land, particularly in Igbo territory, without any replacement or convincing explanation cause for suspicion. The statement made available to Vanguard read in part, the rail lines in Igbo land were built by the colonial masters who saw the need for Igbo land to be connected by rail lines because we are one of the most civilized nations around, and also an industrial hub. Unfortunately, the present government has decided to remove all the rail tracks with no plan to replace them because of their hatred against Ndibo, which is beyond comprehension. IPOB said it was appalling that the Muhammadu Buhari-led government did not lay new rail lines in Igbo land to improve transportation or commerce, but is now busy removing the old ones laid by the colonial masters. The pro-Biafra movement challenged the federal government to respond to the insinuation that the dismantled rail lines are being used to repair Chinese government loans taken by eastern states. We asked them, when did eastern states borrow money from China? IPOB promised to lay rail lines to link Biafra with Amazonian neighbors. The indigenous people of Biafra is not afraid nor shaken and promise every Biafran that very soon we will start laying our railways in Biafra land that will link us with Amazonian and other African countries. IPOB assures our people that when Biafra comes, modern and electric speed train tracks will operate both underground and above ground will be constructed. The government of Nigeria refused to lay new railways line in Igbo land, but we are busy laying rail lines from Katsina the Niger Republic with resources gotten from Biafra land, whatever inferior, substandard, and short railroads they are building now is nothing compared to what we shall build in the immediate future. All African countries will emulate the massive infrastructural development that will happen with the first 5 years of Biafra independence. Um, and people now so we share am for Emizari News. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to on notification button. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget also to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to grab it. The Anglican bishops and the members of the indigenous people of Biafra are lamenting, over the rail tracks that were removed some time ago in eastern part of Nigeria, southeastern part of Nigeria, and especially around the Umahia, Aziz, and the rest of them. And the worry is that, according to them, that there was no prior information on what the rail tracks are being removed for. Are they being removed to be replaced by new ones, or is there a new construction going on, or maybe are they being removed for something, or maybe that there will be no railway on that tracks again. So they are saying that they were not properly informed. There was no proper information. Nobody has the information on why the rail tracks are being removed. And from the report, that those that are removing the rail tracks were accompanied by security men. Of course, or you can see that that may be an official job, or maybe a different thing. So now the issue is that they have not gotten the information. They have not gotten information on what the removed rail tracks are being used for. They don't have the information, so they are lamenting. Why is it that such a thing will happen within their territory without them having a prior information of what is actually happening? The rail tracks were removed, and there was no proper information. They were not informed. They don't know why those tracks are. But I think it is the duty, the onus is on the government, and also the state media, to pass to the people, why such a thing is happening, so that it wouldn't be like a surprise to the people that are living within that environment, or within that environment, that something is happening around their area and there was no proper information. The government did not inform them what they are actually doing. So I think the government or whosoever whose hand it is to pass the information should, pass the information to the masses, so that the people will know what is actually happening. Why is the railway being removed? So as it stands now, the Anglican bishops are anxious. They are very anxious to know what is actually happening, and the indigenous people of Biafra are also complaining that they need information, that they want to know what is currently happening, why those railways are being removed. Are they going to be replaced? Is someone going to replace them? Are they going to come back to normal, or is something else going on there? And I can see what the members of indigenous people of Biafra are promising the people that are living within that uh, within 5 years of getting Biafra independence, that things will definitely change in Biafra land, that there will be electric railways and the rest of them. But look at this one. It said the pro-Biafra movement challenged the federal government to respond the insinuation that the dismantled rail lines are being used to repay Chinese government loans taken by eastern states. Did you understand? Do you see that comment? He said the pro-Biafra movement challenged the federal government to respond to the insinuation that the dismantled rail lines are being used to repay Chinese government loan taken by eastern states. I don't know why the federal government should be. If this is true, I don't know why the government should now loot, what they have, or destroy what they have in order to repay a particular people, or maybe a loan that was taken. I think they should, meet the governor that is in that particular state. I don't know. I don't actually know what is currently going on. But with time, I will bring you the full news, the full gist on why the railway